Alright, we're heading over to Needles today. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
We stopped here at the Can-Am dealership in Kingman. But we ended up buying new gloves and windshield cleaner. We got Can-Am brand gloves.
California State Line! Woo! We made it,
California.
baby! California! Welcome!
By the time we got into California, it was 106. And the trepidation was, is the design of the Spyder going to be able to handle this much heat or cruising down the interstate at interstate speeds? What used to be Ludlow, and according to what Miriam read, they changed Main Street after they built 66. So this is downtown Ludlow. So this is Route 66 by the gas station we were just at, and I wanted a piece of the asphalt, and there's another layer of roadway which is right down below that. I found a chunk of it, and that's going back to Virginia Beach. See what we think about California full court. This barbecue is so good. It's probably some of the best barbecue I've had in quite a while. This is the real thing. We are John and Miriam. We may live along the Virginia coast, but for the next few months, we will again call the road our home. We plan to ride our Can-Am Spyder to the Pacific coast and back, over 7,000 miles through 16 states. We are calling this trip a lap around America. We know this Odyssey will offer up its full serving of adventure, scenic beauty, along with the standard dose of challenges. But that's what we signed up for. Oh, good morning. It's early. 6:35 to 6:37. I can't even get my wits about me yet. Leaving Sedona.
Yeah, this has been a pretty spot. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We'd
For a reason we're. Go ahead.
We'd like to spend at least a week, maybe a month here. I don't know.
But we're getting an early start because our destination today is Needles.
Oop, I just lost you.
Phone call.
Oh.
Telemarketer already. All right, we're heading over to Needles today. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Stunning view.
Anyway, where was I? We were heading over to Needles, California today.
It's gonna be hot.
Temperature is forecasted at 104. So we're trying to get an early start before the afternoon heat builds up. And this trip has been, well, as I expected, a list of compromises. We wanted to go over to the little town, the name will lose me, I'll put it
Oatman?
Oatman, along 66. But you know, it's going to be possibly out of cell phone range. It's going to be extremely hot.
We'll just see how we feel.
Yeah, when we'll make that call in Kingman. Well, we're coming up on the little town of Schleigeman, Arizona, and time for breakfast. We stopped in here to take a bathroom break. And for me to get some breakfast, and breakfast is a Nutri-Grain bar. Why a Nutri-Grain bar? Well, we've been eating so much food, it's like I can't eat anymore, but I have to have something in my system. We picked up a sandwich for lunch. It's only 10 o'clock, so it's too early for lunch. So we're in a part of the world where, even though we're on the interstate, the sign said the next service
is about 50 miles up the road. So yeah, check your gas gauge. Where we stopped to have a short break, and I had my cereal bar. A couple of gentlemen pulled up with a very strong accent, indicative of a Northern European accent. I'm not really good at discerning which nation belongs to which accent. Anyway, wanted to know if I could tell them the directions back to Old 66, and which parallels the interstate that we're on. And I said I didn't know because I'm traveling through the area myself, and it just amazes me the number of international travelers that come to America just to ride 66. It's amazing. We're looking to pull into there's supposed to be a Am Spyder dealership in Kingman, Arizona. We're going to pull in there. I'm going to see if I can get some extra mirror clips for the right mirror, so I can, I don't want to pull it off, or try to pull it off, without having spare parts with me, and then end up breaking them, and then have to throw the mirror in the trailer because I broke it till we could find parts. We stopped here at the Can-Am dealership in Kingman, the only one there is, and primarily to look for mounting hardware for this mirror. It is vibrating a little bit. I'm afraid it's going to vibrate off in some of the bad roads we're hitting. But we ended up buying new gloves and windshield cleaner. We got Can-Am brand. Well, we're outside of Kingman, and I already want to give a plug to our new gloves. You know, it was an afterthought, and we just happened to be at the checkout counter asking for the mirror parts, and they had the Can-Am brand gloves, mesh, and they are very comfortable. The wind moves through these a lot better than my leather gloves, and they have the tips in them that you could utilize your device. I forgot what the technical word for it is. We tested it inside with Miriam's phone, and it just worked fine. Temperature now is 93, 90, something like that. Hard to read the thermometer with I've got the sun visor down, and this road out here is terrible. But we have our cooling vests on, and because the air is so dry, they are the evaporative cooling is high gear, and it's like somebody has turned on the refrigerator. Although it's in the 90s outside, and we have on these mesh jackets, the air is flowing through them. It's like, oh, yeah, buddy. You know, from somebody who is from a world where in the summertime we call them the green tunnel. And the green tunnel in the summertime is hot and humid and sticky. You're shade, but it's like breathing hot soup. Here you step into the shade, and it's cool. Well, cooler, it's still warm, but very comfortable. Not to say we're not looking forward to air conditioning this evening. We are.
That makes
Anyway,
sense.
here we go, the Colorado River.
Oh, okay. California state line. Woo! We made it,
California.
baby! California. Welcome.
Well, guys, we made it to Needles, California. We're tucked inside of our hotel room where it's dark and air-conditioned compared to the bright sunlight that resembles the surface of the sun. It was quite warm today. 105 is what the thermometer on the Spyder said. And Miriam, what did you say? Mr. Google said that
106.
106 was the high today in Needles. And our cooling vest, we couldn't have done this trip without the cooling vest.
Miriam does not want to be on camera, but there she goes behind the camera because she's got helmet hair, and she did not want to prim for this closing. So we're gonna get to bed early. When we say early, probably 8 o'clock, because we're gonna get up early, 4:30ish, 5, so we can beat the heat out of the this low area we're in now. We're only about 400 feet above sea level, and make it to an area, a town that I can't pronounce. Miriam, what's it called?
Chesapeake?
Yeah, what she said, and I can't pronounce it. So that's our game plan for tomorrow, and then after that, we're going to be at the California coast, and I don't want to say it's the finish line, but that's the goal for the trip, is to make it to the California coast. And yes, we still have our Atlantic Ocean seawater tucked into the Spyder. I saw it yesterday, so it's coming with us all the way to the Pacific coast. So, all right, guys, we're gonna get to bed and get us started early tomorrow morning. Good night. Well, good morning from Needles, California. Got here yesterday afternoon. It's currently about 5:30 in the morning, California time. Decided to get up early and get a start before the heat came in. Anyway, a little bit of trepidation yesterday. We left Kingman, and the temperature began to climb as we began to descend. Kingman's a little higher up, and Sedona yesterday was in the 40s, but we were 5,000 feet up, and then by the time we got into California, it was 106, and the trepidation was, I had flushed the cooling system out last season, and you start thinking to yourself, did I do it right? Did I do anything wrong? Is the design of the Spyder going to be able to handle this much heat or cruising down the interstate at interstate speeds? Which is one of the reasons we chose to not take 66 yesterday, so we would be within cell phone range should we have a problem, because standing on the side of the road in 106-degree heat and no shade was a little the potential for that was a little bit intimidating. So the Spyder performed flawlessly. The design, well, my hat's off to the engineers that designed it. The temperature gauge has never budged, even in yesterday's incredible heat, the most highest we've ever seen. So. Oh, we're here in Ludlow, population 10, and one abandoned gas station, one little cafe, which is does a good business, a hotel, convenience store, and the other side of the hill is over the other side of the interstate is the gas station and a Dairy Queen, but they're remodeling the Dairy Queen. And apparently there was a little ghost town that used to be Ludlow. I'm going to go down there and let's look at it. What used to be Ludlow, and according to what Miriam read, they changed Main Street after they built 66. So this is downtown Ludlow. The Mojave Desert, which we're in now, is actually one of the smaller deserts in North America, and it is 45,000 square miles. It's also round up to 44,000. I've just been reminded of the actual size. It is considered one of the hottest in the U.S. The Death Valley is inside the Mojave Desert. It's big, it's hot, it's dry. I cannot imagine my wildest dreams trying to come across this desert in the summertime in a car with no air conditioning before the interstate. That had to be something. Volcanoes with North America too often. But look at that lava field, the dark color. I guess that's the volcano there in the center, I'm guessing. Wow. Well, we seem to have run into a traffic jam in the middle of the Mojave Desert. It doesn't make any sense. And depending on how far it goes, we have a rest stop up ahead, which means there's probably shade. Well, still here in the Mojave Desert. Stopped to get some more gas. Seems like we're gassing about every half a tank just because I feel better, because we're out in the middle of no place. What are your thoughts?
It's gorgeous. I'm loving it. It's a little bit intense though. I'm grateful for the shade and for water.
And I'm grateful for the guy that invented the cooling vest. It's starting 94 degrees out here, and it's only like 10 o'clock, a little after 10 in the morning.
And I'm grateful for safe travel.
And you're grateful for safety after that accident.
Very sobering to come upon the scene of a serious accident.
Yeah.
Hard to understand on this straight stretch. You know, good visibility. I just don't get it.
So this is Route 66 by the gas station we were just at. And I wanted a piece of the asphalt. And there's another layer of roadway, which is right down below that. I found a chunk of it. And that's going back to Virginia Beach. The Mother Road. You know, we're so lucky to be able to pull off a trip like this. But, you know, it takes a lot of planning and a lot of focus. When you're doing a trip of this magnitude, you've absolutely got to stay focused. Barbecue. So Miriam opted for the brisket, the beef brisket, and a salad. How healthy.
And okra.
And okra.
Not so healthy.
Yeah. And I got coleslaw, the green coleslaw, not as sweet, ribs, and I'm still not sure if they're beef or pork, and pulled pork barbecue.
And fries are coming.
And fries are coming. See what we think about California pulled pork. Okay, that's actually pretty good. California, thank you. You did a good job on pulled pork. Wow, you're a long way from North Carolina.
Can you take these for you?
This barbecue is so good. It's probably some of the best barbecue I've had in quite a while. Because sometimes we end up at these factory places that make factory barbecue.
This is the real thing.
This is the real thing.
It was worth the walk of 8 to
It was almost worth the walk and the suffering of the 5 miles we had to walk to get over here in the 105 degree heat. Miriam, say hi.
Hello. From Tehachapi.
Yes, what she said. Give you some idea of our progress. We successfully navigated. There's glare on my map. From the East Coast, going all the way across this puppy to, we overnighted in Needles. And from Needles, stayed on 40, went through Barstow, Mojave, and we're in Tehachapi. Tomorrow, we're going to be right in here, right along the coast. So you can see we're getting ready to make our assault on the coast tomorrow, which will, wow, it's gonna be emotional. It's gonna be emotional. It's, I'm telling you, it's the heat. Everything we've experienced so far is truly adventure travel.
just wanna get gone.